This is CJ's On the Verge.
Hey there, I'm Stone Malone. Okay, right off the bat, I just have to borrow a line from this guy's bio. It's just too good to pass up here. Here goes. My guest tonight has been leaving a trail of destruction, record company business cards, and moist panties from coast to coast, single-handedly bringing the cock back into rock with several inches to spare. Now, like I said, I wish I'd written that, but I didn't write it. That's a quote from his bio. Open up wide and turn it up nice and loud, because this won't hurt a bit. This is Danko Jones from the album I'm Alive and on Fire. It's on the Verge, Calgary's best rock, CJAY92. Calgary's best rock, CJAY92. That's Bounce from Danko Jones. Latest CD is called I'm Alive and on Fire. How you doing, guys? Danko joins me tonight in studio.
I'm doing great.
Along with JC.
Hello, hello.
JC on
bass.
On bass. Sorry, man. Okay.
No problem.
And we will talk about this right off the bat. Best of already. Sort of. Although now, this is going to you focus this towards the European market, I
That's
think.
right. It was an album compiled for European audiences, and basically we wanted to bring all the European fans up to speed with what we've been doing for the past 5 years and where we're headed. And what better way to dust off some of the old ones? And we took a look on our shelves and took a look back on some of the songs that we've had on our shelves for a while, and some of our friends have always said we've got to release some of these songs, and we always thought, I don't know. And then we took a listen after a while, and we realized that it would be a crime not to put it out. So it's a mixture of everything: songs that have been released before and songs that we should have released a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And for people who are into Danko in Canada, it's just a chance to catch up on some of the old ones that maybe they missed out on. And we still play all of them live.
Very cool. Also, you got a few nicknames we should talk about here, too.
Just a few, Stone?
I don't know. I'm looking here, and I got Mango Kid for one. Mocha...
The Mocha Moses?
Mocha Moses, that's it. Also, Dr. Evening. Got a favorite?
Yeah. I like the Mango Kid.
Do you?
I like it so much we wrote a song about it.
That's right. It's on the CD, too, right?
Yes, it is.
Now, why the no interview, no release policy back in the beginning?
I don't know if that was actually a policy.
Okay.
I think it was just basically we had our noses to the work stone so much that all we did was play live. We wanted to play live and show everybody what this band is all about, which is a rock show. And now the time has come. We realized we'd played so many shows. We look back and we realized, hey, we don't have any evidence that we were even here. So we started recording, and it's led up to this, which is a collection for everybody.
Let's talk about the show for a minute. What can people expect of the live show these days? Are you still doing the milk thing?
Until dry cleaning bills caught up to us.
Good. All right. But the show itself, it's I've never seen it yet, and I hope to see it very soon. But I heard it's rocking. It's powerful. That's what you like to focus on, obviously.
We just like to perform. Whatever people get out of it is what they get out of it. The feedback that we've gotten from everybody who's seen the show has been completely positive, and it just pumps us up. I think it's one show that people can see where it's kind of a give and take thing. The show just doesn't rely on us alone. It's a give and take thing between the audience and the three guys on stage.
Three guys on stage. How did it all begin? Briefly, I mean, how did you guys all connect in the beginning? Did you always know each other? Were you friends?
Well, I mean, it's in every city there's a scene, and we were part of we were in bands separately, and we always kind of, when our separate bands broke up, it was only time to hook up. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were friends and everything, and we'd even opened up for each other and stuff like that. So time came when we hooked it up, and I think both me and JC were in two bands that we weren't really fully happy with the place where we were each at. So when both of those separate bands dissolved, it was a natural coming together, and Damon as well.
Okay. Now, I've read that you don't necessarily listen to the type of style or the style of music that you're actually playing on stage. You have some different kind of influence. It's not different, but wide spectrum?
No, no. Me personally, I listen to rock. I listen to a lot of rock.
Okay.
Too much, but I also listen to everything else.
What's in your CD player these days?
For me, I would say, man, you're catching me off guard. Probably a collection of Faces. The Faces. If you want to talk about rock, a best of from the Faces, and dusted off the first Leonard Skinner record, and I've been listening to that a lot.
Oh, cool. Let's go back to the CD, and it's called "I'm Alive and on Fire." It's a collection of songs from 1996 to 1999, and here was one called "Sugar Chocolate." Any history to this track before we play it?
It's on the first EP we put out, and we still play it because we all love to play it, and it captures what the band is about.
Okay, all right, here it is on The Verge, Calgary's Best Rock, CJAY92. Calgary's Best Rock, CJAY92, that's Danko Jones. The song is called Sugar Chocolate. Time for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about porn shops, female politicians, and what's ahead for Danko Jones.
Hey, this is Danko Jones, and you're listening to my man Stone Malone on The Verge, CJAY92.
Calgary's Best Rock, CJAY92. My Love is Bold from Danko Jones, and Dr. Evening joins me in studio tonight. You used to work at a porn shop. You still work at a porn shop now?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. No,
you miss it?
I don't. No, I don't miss working at the porn shop. Working at the porn shop. I don't miss that part.
Okay. Now, let's, I read this as well. This is interesting. Van Halen, they actually refer to you in Top Jimmy on their 1984 album. Is that right?
Where'd you get that? Yeah, how'd you know? I was...
it's wild.
Yeah, it is crazy. David Lee Roth didn't even know me personally, but he's singing about me.
What were we
knew that time when the roof fell down.
Yeah.
I kept going.
What was the line in it? I forget now. I have to look it up.
Well, I sang so good that the roof fell in, and I didn't even stop the show.
Okay. Talking about Danko Jones, who'd have thought? Now, the guy on stage that we see with the suit, and you're still wearing the suit and the hat as well?
Always.
Always, yeah. You don't have it on right now, but is it something you wear on the street as well at noontime?
Well, I don't have a jacket on, but I do have I like a nice hip sweater that I'm wearing with this maroon dress shirt.
Travel wear.
JC is wearing this nice maroon blue sweater as well.
Yeah, I like the boots, JC, by the way.
Thank you. With a nice black jacket. Nice and fancy.
And I'm just
casual.
And I'm in my underwear once again. That's all I can afford. Danko Jones, you've said that your show is like going to school for some.
Well, if you're in a band, yeah.
Yeah. It's an education somewhat.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
In performance and just knowing how to put on a show. And a lot of people might sound arrogant, but come to the show if you haven't seen it. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
And make sure you punch in, clock in, or else we're going to send you to the principal's office.
Okay.
Detention. Most people end up in detention.
Milk monitor. Maybe. So is Cock Rock back? Did it ever really leave? Is it in your mind?
Not in my mind. I don't think it ever left. I always listen to it, always will. There's always been, maybe it goes on the downward slide like a few years ago, but I think, yeah, sure, it's back on. But, I mean, if you listen to it all the time, every day, you don't really have that much an awareness as to where it's going up or down. Monster Magnet is the first band that comes to mind, and they've been putting records out now almost for 10 years, if not 10 years, and they've always been on that kind of, quote, cock rock kind of banner they've been waving, and they're getting bigger than, it's just getting bigger for them, so.
Now, how do you really feel about some Canadian bands? And I use that with tongue-in-cheek when I say that. I understand some you're not too fond of.
There's a lot of bands from Canada that are great.
Oh, sure there is. Yeah, on the plus side there is.
Yeah,
some you're not fans of, though.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of American bands as well that really bite. I definitely would never name them. Mm-hmm. And same goes for Canada. Yeah. The Canadian music scene is a viable force in in music in the world, and of course you're going to have your lemons.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a lot, but then there's a lot in every scene. So.
Yeah. Fans themselves.
And picky. So.
The fans themselves, Canadian and American, any difference at all, and what would it be if there is?
You know what? There's a provincial difference, because Albertans are nuts.
Yeah?
This is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we came here and we played a few shows, Calgary, Edmonton, and every time we hit Calgary, it's crazy. It's absolutely a great response.
What about the East Coast?
Halifax, which is the only city we've really been to out on the East Coast, have received us with open arms really since day one.
Mm-hmm.
And they come from a really rich music scene. First band that comes to mind is Sloan, and they've been like behind us really since day one. And I could even say like maybe show number 10 or something that we've ever played, they were there in the audience, and they're kind of our neighbors now back in Toronto. We have rehearsal space next to each other. So
now the website we should mention as well is www.dankojones.com, and that's a work in progress. Obviously helpful too on the marketing side of things, getting your name out there. Everybody's on the net these days, so you're happy with that.
It needs to be updated a little bit, but things are good. It's a very, very good vehicle to have, especially now that this European tour is going to be coming up and stuff. So
absolutely,
it'd be a good introduction way of people getting to know the band for sure.
You getting some feedback, European?
Yeah, the European feedback is fantastic so far. The record came out on the 26th of March in Europe, and we've already been featured in a bunch of samplers for bunch of magazines in the UK and Italy and in Spain and in Scandinavia, and hopefully we're going to start our European tour on May 30th and come back on July 7th.
Okay, cool. Let's go back to the CD. It's called I'm Alive and On Fire, and this is called Cadillac from Danko Jones on the Verge. CJAY92. Calgary's best rock, CJAY92. That's Danko Jones, and the CD is called I'm Alive and On Fire, a collection of songs from 1996 to 1999. A collection of songs, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 songs.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. Danko and JC join me in studio tonight. Here's an off-the-wall kind of question, and any talking politics here. Any female politics catch your eye? American or Canadian?
Female, you mean females?
Female politicians, yeah. Is there such a thing as a pretty female politician?
Or is there such a thing as a pretty politician? I
Yeah.
guess that's the proper question. Whether female, I think politicians step up onto the podium.
Yeah, I don't know if
of
there's
politics.
any sexuality there.
They become robotic.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next for Danko Jones? Where can we find? You mentioned the European tour. What about Canada here? In fact, you guys played last night in Banff.
We were out in Banff.
Yeah.
Last night, and hopefully when we come back, probably July, by the early fall, we should be doing some dates. Hopefully we'll be coming back into Calgary.
Okay.
Wonderful town.
Okay.
It's been very good to us.
Writing some new material
Yes.
all the time?
Yes,
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay. Very good, guys. Thank you so much for the conversation.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you
Stone.
very much.
Thanks for coming in.
Stay tuned for more from CJ's